Hey guys, Britt here from What's Good Games, and we are here with Chris, Floyd from Deck 9 and Ashley, Burch, voice of Chloe, and we are about to see some episode 3 of Before the Storm.
I'm so excited. Thanks for coming, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, our pleasure. Thanks.
Oh, and I'm Alexa, in case you couldn't tell. The excited voice in the corner. So the first, I honestly didn't think that we would get all 3 episodes this year. I was a little worried we'd get episode 3 in January. So this is awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited that it's going to be out on December 20th.
Yeah, December 20th/19th.
I need someone
Yeah,
to show
almost,
Rachel that I'm here for
it'll
her.
be a simultaneous rollout, so it'll be out on the 19th for some
Nice.
folks.
All right. Look at this emergency kit. Why does she have an emergency kit? What's in it? Milk. No, it's water. Oh God.
Water.
For a second, I was gonna be like, "Girl, you don't want to
want
bring
that
that
milk.
That's when I'm in an emergency. The last thing I want is milk."
So we're here in Rachel's room now.
Going through all her
This is
stuff.
early in the episode.
Okay.
Okay.
We just basically had the
I could
big
get
bombshell
grades
from
like
the end
this.
of episode
I
2.
just don't want to.
Rachel's mother is not her real mother. This woman, Sarah, this mysterious figure,
I know
is actually
something Miss
her
Arcadia
birth
doesn't.
mother.
Bomb dropped, by the way.
Weird.
Yes.
I was
yeah, a little
not
bit.
expecting that.
Ask Miss Arcadia was a little invention we came up with for the first episode as a way for
Rachel's
to get some
always
kind of
made being
news
an A
across
student
about
seem
like I
so
think we talked about the concert at the mill
easy.
and
I
the
think
fire.
Rachel could
Through
use
that,
another subject.
you'll actually see some characters from season
which one?
who otherwise don't appear anywhere else. You'll see them their names in the Miss Arcadia stream there. So I think Alyssa comments and things like that.
I love that there's so much depth in, like, I want to call them the data
That's the
logs because
one.
that's what they're called in RPGs. But in the journals and in sort of the little things that you find in the world, and especially on the computers, I've gotten a lot of story content from that, and I love that it's a reward for players that like pay attention and don't just breeze
Right.
through.
I bet
Speed
Rachel
runners.
would rather
Yeah,
be
we try to provide a lot
anywhere
of little
here.
optional content that just feels like it makes the world richer.
Life is Strange would be a funny game to speedrun.
I know, right? Make it really strange.
I can't
Life is very
imagine what
strange.
Rachel is thinking right now.
Rachel.
I want her to tell me when she's ready.
So your goal here is, in fact, if you hold down the left trigger, let's see what it says.
Aww.
Be here for
The
Rachel.
goal here
Aw.
is kind of
Aw.
help Rachel out as she's dealing with how she's feeling.
Hey, Rachel.
Oh.
I'm glad you're here, Chloe.
Of course.
Might need
Hey.
Aww. Girl.
I've heard that Rachel and Nathan hang out sometimes.
Yeah, that-
Interesting.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I have issues with this.
Up until now, I didn't realize that they were friends. I've read a lot of really interesting theories about Nathan and his past and things that have happened to him.
Even you, Willie,
And it's
couldn't
just,
come up
it
with
just
the
makes me feel
tragedy
really
Rachel's
sad. Because then
going
I
through.
I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and then I went back and I played episodes 1 and 2 again to prep for episode 3, and it just
Rachel's
he's such
really
a such
into
a
stars.
I don't want to say he's a crazy character, but he's
I
such
wonder
like an
if it's her
interesting
way of
character. When you
feeling
were writing him
connected.
and creating him, like what basically birthed him into existence.
Well, we just thought going back, a few years, we know he's a
Hard to
troubled
believe the
character.
show
But we
was
sort of
only a
asked the
few
question of what does
hours
that look
ago.
like in its kind of
Seems like
nascent
everything
form
has
early on.
changed since then.
And we wanted to show maybe some of the influences and some of the things that exacerbated that. So you have his argument with his father backstage of the play, if you saw that. How does Sean Prescott affect
At least
Nathan?
she'll have
I
something
think we
for
had the
tonight.
sense that was a big part of what drove him to be the sort of person he was. So we wanted to show some of that,
Yeah, his dad's a dick.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
just throwing that
I don't
out
like
there.
him.
Section
No.
on how to walk fours
Both of
through
them kinda suck.
batshit crazy family drama.
Yeah,
No.
the parents in this game not great.
so
I don't know if
close
it's just
to
my
making our
choices as
break
Chloe,
last
but
night.
I feel like I'm losing my mother to her
Now?
boyfriend.
Parent issues might be one of our
I
themes.
don't know.
Also, all the adults. Like I just remember in the original game, the principal being
This light
such
needs
like
more
a
light.
wet blanket and just watery and like can't commit to any decisions and is like
Easily
really
persuade.
spineless. Yeah.
Yeah, spineless is a good one.
All the
Wonder
adults
what I
are
could
awful.
find around here to brighten up that nightlight.
So that little nightlight you just played with, she said she wants to give it a stronger, More light.
More light. Give it more
Turn
light.
it up.
Can I turn this off? Maybe? No.
You can't turn that up.
Okay.
In that,
There we go. Aw, that's cute.
This light needs more
Needs more light.
light.
so go take a look at that emergency kit again.
With the milk.
With the milk.
The not milk.
Pour the milk
The
on the
emergency
nightlight.
Around here to brighten up that night.
Oh, nice.
room temperature milk.
It's a nice little.
Ew, that's really bad.
Oh man,
There you go.
it's probably bad by then. Oh,
Yeah, if I were playing
do
this by myself, I would probably spend like 30 minutes in here just looking at everything that you can.
yeah.
But I know we don't have that time.
Make it pretty for my Rachel.
I do love that in other games, you're, if you're on sci-fi planets or whatever, you're like, I really want to see like what this alien world looks like or whatever. And then for Life is Strange, you're like, I really want to see Rachel's bedroom.
Oh yeah, it's so true.
I was finally in it.
I was so excited to see her house.
All ready for Rachel's
Go
light
to
show.
go to Rachel.
Better get her attention
Hi.
first.
Stars.
Oh, man, I feel so bad for her. It's so hard playing this game. I mean, if people are playing this game, I hope you played the original Life is Strange. Knowing what happens to Rachel in the original game and playing this and being with her is just more than a little painful, I'd say.
Yep.
Aw.
Hey, check it out.
They're so cute together.
It's
What have you chosen in your playthrough?
Oh, they smooched.
Yeah.
thought
Of
you might
course.
like it.
They are
I've
the
always loved
bayest of
stars.
bays.
Why?
I think that's
They
around
remind us
60 to
there's so
70%
much beauty
right
out
now.
there.
Yeah.
Really? What has the
we
most
almost never
polarizing
see.
choice been that you've seen so far?
I mean, I feel like the
Because
hardest
we're
one
blinded
is
by
the
what's in
Drew
front
and
of us.
Mikey choice at the dorm rooms in episode
Oh,
2.
yeah.
I've watched some Let's Plays of people like agonizing on it literally
Then
for
I
10
learned
minutes.
the truth.
Oh.
Like trying to decide what to do. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
The
it's
stars
set
we're
up.
seeing
It's very hard to know what's going to happen.
have already
Um,
been dead
You care for all the characters
for
involved.
millions
It's
of
tough.
years.
It's really sad because, like, even
They're
if you
all
haven't finished the game and seen both ways, you know
lies.
someone's gonna get hurt no matter what.
Yeah.
And it's just like who,
But
like who's
that
gonna be?
doesn't make
I
them
have to
any
drink when
less
I play this game.
beautiful,
Yeah, me too.
right?
Yep.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
kidding.
We drink when we make
So
it.
not
It's
even
funny.
Perfect.
Full
what's the
circle.
point?
Yeah. Aw,
It's all lies.
I just want them to be okay,
Everything.
but they're not going.
They're
to.
not going to be
My
okay.
entire life.
So sad.
My
Especially since you
dad-
learn about her hopes and her dreams and the kind of person she is, and just to
My
know where
mom.
she ends up.
Mm-hmm.
A junkyard. It's like,
I can't
Yeah.
even call her that
Dude.
anymore.
There's a line in the train
And that
scene in the first
other woman,
episode that honestly I hadn't
my real
I've
mom.
seen played through a bunch of times and hadn't really realized the significance to until
She's
one of
the
my
biggest
coworkers brought
lie
it
of
up,
all.
where she says she wants to go to Kathmandu. She's
Can't
going to scale
trust
Everest one
any
day.
of them.
And one of my friends at the office said that's like the saddest line. I was like,
I think
I hadn't
you're
really
the
thought about it. I thought it
only
was
one
like
in
an
the
ambitious
world I
statement,
can
but not
trust.
like, oh, there's a thing, that maybe Rachel Amber is capable of doing, but she'll never do.
I'll take it.
I can't be like when they went
Even
into the
if it's only
junkyard for
by
the first
process
time.
of
I was like, I can't.
elimination.
oh yeah.
I had to
Mm.
put the controller down and walk away for a little bit. I was like, I can't
Good.
I can't be here right now, knowing what it becomes. And then when you're like building your little hideout,
Yeah.
oh, I can just sit here and list you all the
I
things that
wore
made me
this
cry.
bracelet
A
my
definitive
entire
list
life.
of how this game broke me.
I never even asked why. Never even thought about it. Somehow, I think I always knew. Even when I didn't know
So she feels like she
that
always knew her
my
mom
real
wasn't her real
mother
mom.
was gone.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think she maybe always felt like, that her family didn't quite explain her or who she is.
Mm.
Um,
Parents are awful.
All of them, categorically.
All the parents. If you're listening to this
The
and you
fact
are
that
a
she's
child
here
under the
right
age of
now.
18, parents are awful. Just in Life is Strange. No, but really
She
listen to your
came
parents.
here.
They have your best interests in mind. Don't listen to me.
For me,
I want to see her mom. When I first saw that
think I
woman,
need
I
to
was like,
see
she
her.
looks like
Yes.
I thought maybe so. My
Is that
first
wrong?
theory that was that she was Rachel from the future, come back to be like to try Rachel from like a different timeline, maybe to be like I'm going to save you from this
have
fate or
no
whatever. It was a
idea
very
what's
Doctor
right
Who-esque
or wrong in this
idea,
situation.
but I think that
Obviously,
maybe a little too much.
No,
Yeah,
that-
you know,
whatever
physically
you
or facial
decide.
features. You know, we tried to pattern them
Man.
off of Rachel, not too closely, so it's
What if
too
we
obvious
can't
as soon as you
find
saw her. But also her
So, like, I can
motion
ask my
capture
dad.
actress is the same as the motion capture actress that plays Rachel.
No idea
So they
where to
have
start.
some of the same mannerisms.
Rachel has a very specific. It's not
I
like
think I know
kind of
what
like a
to do.
sassy little gait. Like she walks
Yes,
with
that's
a
right.
lot of confidence.
Call Frank
And
and
so
get him to connect us to
I
her.
can definitely see it.
You do that?
So Chloe's
give
gonna
it a
help her
shot.
find her mother.
We
Ooh.
really see
'Cause
Chloe.
again,
Of course, even if
we really see
we know where
Chloe's
she is,
confidence starting to come
we
out
need
in
a
this
way
episode.
to get to her.
You know,
I can't
from
just
how
ask my
broken she
parents
kind of
for a
is in the
ride.
first episode. Now with Rachel's influence, she's really ready to kind of take on
Don't
the world
worry.
in this episode. So that's one thing we
I've
tried
got
to
that
do.
one covered
Especially
too.
in the first Life is Strange, you know, you think Chloe isn't that great of a friend
You
because
do?
of like you feel
Yeah.
like she's pressuring Max, you know,
fact,
but here you're seeing her like really
Anything
shine.
you could come up
And
with.
it's a side of Chloe that
I'll
I don't
handle
think
it.
I'd ever had seen, obviously, before we saw
I
this.
know you will.
When I played the first
Even
Life is Strange,
if
so
you
I've been
find
in
her.
Max's position in terms of
How
like
will I talk
up
to
and
her?
leaving. Like I moved from
What
the
do
East
I
Coast out
say?
here several years ago, and I left a very some
After
very
my
good
dad
friends
died,
behind that I have since sort of
I was
lost and have like a
worried I
strained
wouldn't know how
relationship
to
with because
talk
I'm
to
the one
him
who left
anymore.
and was really shitty at keeping in
But
touch.
somehow,
So I go
when you
home
speak,
and it's like, you know, I see them or whatever.
I
And
always
whenever
know what
Chloe
to
would sort
say.
of give Max grief for, well, you left, even though
When
they
you
were having these
speak?
moments together, Chloe would
In
still
my
be like, well, you know,
dreams.
you left or you wouldn't know. And she would sort of
he's
be
there.
waxing poetic about Rachel or so focused on Rachel. And you could
It's
see it in
so
Max's
real.
face and in her dialogue. Like she wants her friend back.
It's almost
So
like
I
it's
was, and
another
I was
part of my
also
life.
kind of resentful of like that grief for my friends. So I'd be like, oh, they
used to
suck.
be
So when I played the first
only
Life is
part
Strange, I
that
was like,
mattered.
Chloe's kind of a little high maintenance here, like whatever. And so I didn't
I
really like her that
never
much.
told
And then I played
anyone
Before the
about
Storm, and
that.
I was like, well, I'm the dick now because this explains it.
It
So-
has changed. You know, a lot of fans will talk
Rachel?
about how their sense
I
of
was
Max
just
has
thinking-
changed from what they see through
Yeah, Max
Chloe's eyes at
sucks.
the beginning of
What's
this
wrong with
of this story.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think they blame us a little bit or feel like we're beating
cares
up on
if the
Max.
stars are
You know,
dead?
I feel like personally that
As
it
long
comes
as we
from
can
what we
still
know
see
from the
them.
first game.
100%.
The way that
Yeah.
Chloe
They're
challenges
real.
her when they meet up again.
To us.
And also Max's personality, you know, being a little timid and a little reserved. I think that explains it.
Yeah. No, I completely get it now, and I feel like a jerk, and I guess that's great when a game makes you feel so much emotion. Like,
Reflect upon your life choices.
yeah, no, like the first game really, like that was the big thing for me with that game. So, seeing what Chloe goes through here and what she finds in Rachel, like finding that in someone, finding this kind of connection with someone so quickly and so deeply is like such a rare thing. Especially when you're, oh boy, here we go.
Oh no.
Oh no. I do love those costumes though.
Oh my
I
gosh.
like the
I
glitter.
love how they turned out.
I like glitter, so.
This is artistically terrible. He's driving.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Dad, I think we're stuck. Hey, maybe you should
boy.
let me drive.
this is
You
gut-wrenching.
always do it wrong.
The stuff with her dad.
That was
makes
one
me, like,
time.
so
When are you going to
upset.
let
It made
it
me
go?
call my dad every time I play these episodes. I call my dad and he's like, "Did you play that game again?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Remember when we used to work on cars
I
together?
did."
Those are some of my favorite memories.
Well, yeah, it's especially tragic because they had such a good relationship.
We
Yeah.
never. That wasn't
It's amazing how,
you.
like, I feel like,
Hmm.
well, yeah,
Could have
he was
sworn
the
that
he was
me.
her guiding star. He was her, like, the person that sort of made her want to be a better person. And
All
without
right,
that
you
person,
win.
what do you do?
Why
So I know
don't you
she's
go
looking
take
for
a look?
that same kind of person in
You
Rachel.
sure?
But I don't think I think Rachel's very dangerous.
One of the things we did with the dreams as they went along was, you know, start in this place. The first dream, she's in the car riding with him, and she's kind of unaware that it's a dream, and it feels kind of perfect and idyllic, and she's reliving moments from her past. but it kind of was her stuck, unable to sort of get over that.
What's
that
wrong?
Whole tragic loss.
Don't you see anything?
And then we injected Rachel into the dreams and had her a way to show that she's starting to kind of pull Chloe's
spark
attention
plug.
somewhere else and kind of pull her out
No,
of that.
that's not it.
imprisonment that she
I just
feels
had that
around her father.
replaced.
Isn't
But there's-
improv supposed to
There's
be
that
all
she
about
has this whole
yes and?
conversation with him in one of
Yes
his dreams
and
about fire
what?
and how it's beautiful but it burns.
Mhm.
And then she had that dream where Rachel was on fire. So I have this whole big
Dad,
the theory of who has the
stop.
powers, what's going on. I won't get into
None
it.
of this is
You also saw
podcast.
the stars
You're
motif
not
from that dream.
real.
He says, he makes the fire disappear and the
Rachel's
stars come
family
out. Says there's
isn't
something beautiful, more
real.
beautiful behind
This whole
the fire.
thing,
We saw those stars in
it's-
Rachel's room earlier. So
It's all just theater.
Oh man.
we get a little bit of a fixing
Well,
up the truck too. She's pantomiming.
know what William Shakespeare
digging
said.
around in the engine of William's car.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Some Shakespearean references.
All right,
I like-
Alexa.
I like this quote way better.
Something about stories.
Oh, that's a great way to
That's
put
Chloe's
it.
version of it.
All right,
and
I like that. I
fury
like that better.
Signifying
Stories told by
fuck
idiots,
all.
full of sound and fury. I'm gonna appropriate that.
Nailed it.
I don't
There's a little
want
laugh
to
track,
be an actor.
In the background of this, when
I
some
just want to be
sort
myself.
of wryly funny lines get made, you hear people laughing in the background.
Give me a break.
Oh my goodness.
Well, maybe there's a reason we pretend.
Sorry, I'm so silent. I am like
Maybe the
enthralled with
lies
this.
we tell
right?
each other are less
Can we
horrible
talk
than the
about
truth
Rachel's
we keep
dad's
hidden.
vacant stare? Talking to him in the last episode
pretty
and
dark.
trying to
Oh,
like
they
make
made
jokes
that
with him.
extra awkward.
The
I think you
awkwardness
get
was
it,
so
though.
intense.
It's so
Yeah.
it's so
There's
painful.
my
He's like,
Chloe tries to make some
Oh,
clunky jokes, and
We laugh.
they
Terrible.
don't even pretend to respond.
even when he
all
gets mad,
pretend,
like he's like
right?
he just reminds me of like those like store mannequins. He's just like,
Just
what?
a bit
Hello?
of stage magic,
He gives no fucks. We
floodlights,
can swear, right? Is that okay, Mom?
sound effects.
Sorry. I'm just checking.
Look at me. Look at me,
Oh, boy.
sweetheart. It's going to be okay.
Oh. What? What? Why did? What? What?
oh
God.
my god! I have tears in my eyes right now, you guys. This is.
You did this.
Here's-
Why?
Here's Victoria's little.
Oh my god. What?
I'm so sad I help her.
Has someone been going through my room? Doesn't seem like Mom. She wouldn't leave
I
a
have
mess
very
like
strong
this.
feelings about that last
I
scene.
know. I think I
No,
think I-
it's a testament to the fantastic work you guys do, guys and gals,
David.
like 100%. But
Yeah.
man, the scenes get
Motherfucker.
me every time.
So David has searched Chloe's
Whatever.
room when she comes home.
I don't have time
Boy.
for this
Step
shit.
douche.
And
I've
that
gotta help Rachel.
doesn't necessarily always happen. That's
Okay.
based off of some of your choices.
I saw Sarah
earlier
leaving
in the
Frank's
episode.
RV.
really?
Yeah.
So we
He
could come
might
home
not
and
have
everything could be
fine.
normal.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
He might also be totally pissed about Damon's money.
I like the little stickers on her phone.
I've got to get this exactly right.
Yeah, that's a phone you find in
I can
season
do
1.
this.
In a room, Max can find her old phone, flip phone with stickers on it. So we use that
Oh,
as her phone. in this
Frank.
Aw.
season.
Eager much?
Oh God, Frank's back.
I have a question to ask you first.
Poor Frank. Frank
A
just
favor.
wants
Misunderstood.
To, yeah, he's
He's
poor misunderstood
misunderstood.
Frank.
I need
I
to
do-
find that woman who was
My
in your
favorite part
RV
of the last
yesterday.
episode was his Google search history.
Oh my god, yeah.
When will dog eat steak? How old does dog have to be to eat steak?
Something important.
That was really
And it's just a
funny.
fridge full of
Can you
steak.
help?
I love it.
I
Poor
would
Frank.
really
Had to spend it. Where did he get all the
appreciate
money
it.
for that steak? Is that
I'm
weed
your
money?
favorite client.
I guess.
Did he?
I guess so.
Wow.
That was a
maybe-
lot of
Good
steak.
business.
I like steak. Maybe I should start selling weed so I can buy more steak.
Sweet.
We at What's
Thanks,
Good
man.
Games do not,
What's
do not
Good?
condone the sale of drugs and or alcohol.
Yeah, don't
to
don't
my
listen to me,
state.
Well,
kids.
I guess.
The steak is great. Aw,
What am I getting myself into?
Chloe. Aw. All right. I feel like if we go any
Okay,
farther,
I've
we're
got
gonna be
2
spoiling
hours
some
to
major
kill.
stuff. So I think we'll
A
stop
shower
here.
would be
But thank you so
Fucking
much
amazing.
for coming over and playing with us. No thank you for what we just saw.
Yeah.
I will not thank you for that. I'm sure I'll forgive you one day. But yeah, this is Life is Strange Before the Storm episode 3 coming out December 20th on all of the things.